Everyone, welcome back to Learn to Hack and Code. I'm Mauro, and today we're going to learn something really important in Python called variables. And if you ever wondered how computers remember information or how a game keeps track of your score, that's what variables are for. They're like little containers you create to store data while your program runs. So don't worry, I'm going to explain everything step by step. And by the end of the video, you'll know exactly how to create and use variables in Python. So let's jump into it. Alright, so let's start with a simple definition. A variable is a name that refers to some value stored in your computer's memory. And think of a variable as a labeled box that you can put something inside the box, like a number or a word, and then you can give it a label so you can find it later. And so imagine you have a box and you write the word age on the label. Inside that box, you put a piece of paper that says 12. So whenever you want to know your age, you look inside that box. And variables in Python work the same way, which is very interesting and cool. Okay, so let's see how to create a variable in Python, and let's get to it. So we're gonna write the name of the variable, then an equal sign, and then the value we want to store. So we're gonna do name equals question mark Mauro question mark. That's my name. So name equal sign Mauro's. Okay, so name is the variable name. So this is like the label on your box. And equals is it's called the assignment operator. It's a very long name. It means that we're storing a value inside the variable. And so Mauro, which is my name here, question mark. Always remember to do question marks when you're uh, when you're spelling out something like that. Okay, or your name. So in the value we're storing in this case is a word, which in programming is called a string. So now the variable name contains the string my name, which is right here, Mauro. Question mark includes the question marks as well. Okay, so here's another example basically, or another step, maybe you can call it. We're gonna do age. We're gonna keep that because my name is Mauro and my age is going to be 12, which I am 12. Okay, so this creates a variable called age and stores it in the number 12, which we have over here because we did the equal sign inside it. So it stores the number 12 inside it, which is cool. So, but here's a quick tip. So when you write the text in Python, you have to put quotes around it because that's how Python knows it's a string. Numbers don't need quotes. So whenever you're writing a number, let's say another one like age, 5, 9, 100, any number, you just do not do quotes. But if you're dealing with words, then you add quotes to it. Just a quick tip, because that is very important when you're dealing with stuff. Because you don't want to do this for the number. Because obviously when it's a number, you cannot do that. So don't do that. Okay. So next step, we're gonna once you create a variable, you can use it anywhere in your code, which is amazing. So one of the most common things you'll do is print the value, so you can see what's inside. So we're gonna keep that there because we're dealing with, like I was saying, we're gonna do my name, which is Mauro, and then age is 12. It's kind of like a game. You know those kind of games that tells you your health. It's kind of like this kind of stuff. So it's really interesting. This is important. Okay, back to what we're going to learn. Okay, as I was saying, the print, and then we're going to do name, just like that. Because right here, variable name, variable is down here. So Mauro, name is the variable. And next we're going to do age. I'm going to keep those close because, oops, gosh. Okay, age. Because we're dealing with this. So we're doing the variable name, which is tomorrow, it's going to put, and age, which is 12. Okay, so when you run this code, Python will show you Mauro 12. So let's show what? Mauro 12. There we go. Okay, perfect. I run it, and my name is Mauro, and I'm 12 years old. There we go. Now let's say you did not do the print. There would be an error because it just does not understand that. Because it's not printing it. It's not telling the computer, okay, hey, this is what I want you to print. This is the variable I want you to print. But since you don't have that in there, it's not going to print it out. Just so you know, if you don't do the print, then it will not print it out. A quick tip. Alright, I gotta put it back because I don't want to mess up my code. I almost forgot. I was about to go on to the next thing. I didn't even realize that I deleted print. Alright, so you might be wondering why not just write the value directly every time. But here's why variables are powerful. Uh, and interesting too, because they let your programs remember information, and you can change the value later without changing every line of code, which is annoying sometimes. And you can use variables in calculations and other functions, which is very cool. As I always say, very cool. It is very cool. This always helps me a lot because when I don't always have to use the print this, print my age, print this, and it's kind of annoying. It's just a line of code variable, Mauro, age 12, which is very, very helpful. Okay, so since you know that, now we're going to get rid of all that. I guess doing that whole printing thing wasn't. But I just realized that I want to do another one. Another example. We're going to do score now. And then equal sign. Score is now going to be considered a variable. 100. So I got to score 100. Okay. And then what should we do? We should. I always say this because I'm going to say your starting score. Why not? Oops, what the heck? Score is. We're going to do equal sign and quotient and comma, oopsies, comma, and then score. Perfect. Okay. Comma, score. As you can see, score turned black because it's the variable. Alright. We could get that a little closer. There we go. Alright. So now, this will print, it's going to print your starting score is 100 since we put in score. So let's just run that real quick. F5 key. Oopsies. Okay. F5 key. Oh, also another quick tip as usual. Another quick tip. If your F5 key does not work, you just go to run and then run module. Let's say you have like a Dell laptop. A little bit, I have a Dell laptop too, but what I noticed is my sister's laptop actually does not really work when you do the F5 key. It only works with the enter or running, which is right up here. Running. The enter one does not work. She was just using another one. So, because it was something to turn on the, what's it called? The light up the keys. And apparently it just does not work with the F5 key. So just a quick tip, like if that does not work, just run module. Alright, let's get back to it. So did I even run it? Okay, yeah. There we go. Your starting score is 100 because we included that score in there. So we did include it. Oops, what the? Yeah, if we didn't include it, we just said your starting score is what? Nothing. As you can see, the comma doesn't really matter. Just put it in there, kind of like space stuff out, comma, boom. Alright, so we're just going to leave score as it is. Score is, you leave a comma here. So this part prints out, but this one doesn't because you don't add a comma over here because this is a variable. If you do, then that's going to be bad. So watch. Let me do F5 key. Your starting score is score because you didn't, it's now become a print function. It's become part of the print. So if you do that, then that won't work with the whole score, with the whole variable, just so you know. So whenever you want to include some text to it and then add 100, you're just going to do your starting score is score, no nothing around here. So if you do, that's what's going to happen, and it's going to end up really bad, and you screw up. Okay, so see, you don't really have to rewrite everything. You don't have to change the value in one place or do anything. You don't have to write out 100. You don't have to do all that kind of stuff. Just score. Plain simple. All right, so moving on to the next step of variables. So variables can hold different kinds of information, and here are 3 common types that you use a lot. Number 1 is going to be strings, text surrounded by quotes. So, like, for example, string is what you do as. Actually, let me get this out because it was a little confusing. String is what you called color equals, and then a string is blue. So let's just say color is blue. So that's a string right here because it has bows. It's like it's text surrounded by quotes. That's what it's called. And another one is floats. Uh, floats. Excuse me. Like they're numbers with decimals. So for example, let's do height equals 1 point. Let's do 75. That's what it means. It's with decimals. So let's say your height is 1 inch and 75. I don't know. Or let's just say it's just 1 inch. Yeah, there we go. 1 inch. Okay, there's another one. And also another one, it would be the one with whole numbers without quotes, which is really important. And let's say this one right here. Equals 12 without quotes. It's just age, because it's, remember what I said about the whole number thing, you do not need any quotes with it. You do not need strings. It's just plain simple 12. Okay, so let's put everything together with a little small challenge. We're going to create 3 variables. One for your name, which is going to be, if you're doing this, if you're following along, you're going to do one for your name. I'm going to do one for my name as well. And one for your favorite hobby. One for your age will include. And we're going to print them out in a sentence. So here's a little example. You could get out of here. What is this? So one little example you can follow with me is we're going to do name. Oopsies. Name. And then equals, just like the one, strings. Oh, how do I keep getting that? MAURO. Question mark. And then we're going to do hobby. Another string. My hobby is coding. Can we change that? Can we do? I mean, it is kind of my hobby. Yeah, I guess we'll leave coding. And then important, we're gonna do age, which is gonna be 12. Oops, I forgot the little equal sign there. Okay, next we're gonna go for the printing thing. I like to space things out, keep it kind of simple. Now we're gonna start going with the whole print section, and we're gonna do hi, my name. Oh, also, if this is out of the whole quote thing, the quotient mark, it won't show at all. So just so you know, so like just like before, when I was doing with the quotient mark near the variable and it was sectioned off like that, it's blank. It's just like that, so it won't show. Okay, so you're gonna do hi, my name is question mark. Oops. We're gonna end it there and then add a quotient mark. Not quotient mark. Wait, did I say quotient mark before? No, this is a comma mark. This is comma. This is a comma mark. I've been talking about so much quotients and it's kind of got to my head. Hopefully I did not tell you guys that this is a quotient mark. This is a comma mark. Sorry. Okay, so comma mark. Kind of, you don't have to space it out, but actually I won't space it out. Comma mark, it ends there. As you can see, we ended the quote. Alright, we're going to do name equals, not equals, plus. And we'll put quotient mark, period, quotient mark. And then close it. And then we're going to do another one. It's going to be print. And obviously we're going to do, hi, my name is name first with the variable. You have to go by order. And then I have hobby. Hi, my name is Mauro. I love doing. Stop there. There we go. We'll stop there, and then we'll say hobby, because that's the one we are talking about. So there we go. Actually, we'll keep that one close. And then we will say so I love doing hobby, which is coding, and then question mark. Actually, hi, my name is Mauro. I love coding, and and I actually don't like that. I am stop it there. Age. Okay, there we go. Now we will put. Actually, we're gonna do. So name hobby. We're actually gonna put hobby with this right here. Alright. Okay, so we finished it. And we had to kind of bringing them together because the strings. And okay, so another tip to know is when you're doing your when you're printing out your variable and you're doing it with it, so you're printing and you're saying printing out words, but then you involve the variable, you have to go by order. So let's say name is here, then you have to do hobby. And then if you have age down here, then you do age last. So 1, 2, and then 3. And let's say you had age, so you had name, and then you did age, and then hobby. That wouldn't really work. So just a quick tip on that. Alright, so the plus sign, which is right here, because you're probably wondering what that does and why do we have to do it. The sign next to the strings, which is basically hobby is a string, and so is name, is it like joins them together. So if you mix strings and numbers, you can use commas inside the print to separate them. So try changing the values and running your program again. But right now, I'm just going to keep this. And now we'll run it. Oops. I guess because we have the plus, I don't need a comma. There we go. So hi, my name is Mauro. I love doing coding. Hold on. Coding. Oh, also, forgot to space that out. Whenever you're dealing with that, you have to space that out. Now we'll run it again. There we go. Hi, my name is Mauro. I love coding, and I am 12. No, we should probably say, and I am 12. And then years old. Okay, there we go. There we go. Hi, my name is Mauro. I love coding, and I'm 12 years old. There we go. Okay, so today you learned what variables are, why they matter, and how to create and use them in Python. So just remember, guys, variables are like label boxes where you keep information, and you can store text, numbers, or decimals, and you can print, change, or use them anytime. So that's it today, and we learned a lot today about variables. And if you enjoyed this lesson, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Learn to Hack and Code, as it helps us out and make more videos like this. Thanks for watching and happy coding.